The BBC went to Fallujah in March this year to look into the claims. It was only possible to stay there a few hours, but in that time we found large numbers of children with serious birth defects. Some had 6 or more fingers on each hand. Many had tumours which affected their spines. There was plenty of evidence of brain damage. Some of the cases were too dreadful for us to show. Now a report has been published which details the results of a survey of 4,800 people in Fallujah. It indicates that cancers and other diseases and problems are significantly higher than those for the survivors of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombs in 1945. Child mortality, according to the results, is 80 per 1,000. By contrast, the figure in neighbouring Jordan is 17 per 1,000, and in Egypt just under 20. The report says there's been a 12-fold increase in childhood cancers compared with the average in Fallujah before the attacks in 2004. And it says the ratio of boys to girls has changed dramatically from the normal average of just over 1,000 boys to 1,000 girls to only 860 boys per 1,000 girls.
Far fewer boys were born than girls. And this is a well-known expression of genetic damage which was found after Hiroshima. And the interesting thing also is that the spectrum of illnesses that we found, including this genetic damage indicator, was very similar to the Hiroshima, but much, much worse.
Yet the way the survey was done, asking people to fill in forms, means that it still isn't finally conclusive. That's not altogether surprising, given the dangers of working in Fallujah. But even the Iraqi government doesn't seem very interested in finding out the truth, perhaps because Fallujah is a predominantly Sunni Muslim town and the government is overwhelmingly Shiite Muslim. State television warned people in Fallujah not to take part in the study because they said it was being carried out by terrorists. But even if it's possible to produce watertight scientific proof that American weapons were responsible for the genetic problems in Fallujah, it'll be almost impossible for the people who've suffered to get any redress. American legislation makes it extremely difficult for foreigners to sue the US government over acts of war. John Simpson, BBC News.